Hey everyone, it's Liz from As You Wish Pottery, and today I'm going to give you guys a tutorial on how to paint this Flowers for Mommy vase for Mother's Day. Let's get started. Here's a list of all the supplies you'll need to complete this project. You can pause this portion of the video and write it down, but as usual, we're going to jump right in. So the first step is to sketch out your design onto the vase. You should have a large flower sort of in the front and center of the vase, and we're going to start by painting the center of that 3 coats of What a Yolk using our medium round brush. And once you've completed that step, then you're just going to use your thumbprint to make the centers of the smaller flowers. So you can see you just dip your finger right into the paint and then stamp it onto the pottery. We're going to move on and paint the petals of the front flower using our liner brush. So you can see each flower petal is done with just 1 stroke of paint to give it a nice clean outline, and then we'll go around the center of the flower too. And then we're going to take our medium round brush and fill in the flower, and then also go around and add a couple more coats and sort of shape the flower a little bit more. So I'm going to let this play through so you guys can see sort of how that all comes together. Now we're going to move on to the back of the vase and paint the smaller flowers, and you can see we're basically using the same technique that we did on the front larger flower, except we are not going to use our medium round brush on this. You should be able to just paint the whole thing with your liner brush. So I'm just going to let this play out and show you guys a couple of the different flowers, and then we're going to move on and paint the leaves, again using our liner brush. So the whole vase is painted using the liner brush. Once you've given everything a bit to dry, you can take your pencil and sketch on the letters or words that you're going to put on the front of the vase. Ours here says Flowers for Mommy, and then we'll go through and add all the lettering and the black detailing in just a few minutes. First, we're going to do, while we give everything a little bit more time to dry, we're going to do some stripes around the base of the vase. So again, you can see all these stripes are just done with 1 stroke of paint, and you just go all the way around the base of the vase. And then the next step is we'll add some black dots, and I want them to be a little larger than a pencil, so I'm going to use the back of a sponge-on stick. You could surely make them smaller or bigger if you wanted to, but here you just see you take the end of the sponge-on stick, dip it in the paint, and then just stamp it right onto the base, just like if you were using a Q-tip or a pencil. Now we're going to use our black fun writer to outline the flowers. So you just touch the fun writer down to the pottery and really quickly and as light-handed as possible, just run that black line around all the flowers. Alright, once you've got all your flowers outlined with the black fun writer, we're going to move on and do the last step in the project, which is to do the lettering on the front of the vase. So you're going to continue to use your black fun writer for this portion of the project, but you are going to move a little bit slower when you're doing your lettering. You just want to be a little bit more cautious. You're going to want to control how much pressure you're using to squeeze out the paint, and again, be as light-handed as possible. It might take a little bit of practice, but I have faith in you guys. You've got this, and I can't wait for you to see how awesome it looks once it's finished. Now that your project's all fired, you can finish it by grabbing some flowers and putting together a beautiful arrangement for Mom. Happy Mother's Day!